Hi, welcome back to the Finite Math Podcast. Recall that in the previous two episodes, we set up a simulation you see here to estimate the probability that a baseball player with a 280 average is going to get a specific number of hits in 5 at-bats. Now, this time we want to compute the exact theoretical probability that he will receive these numbers of hits. Now, the distribution here is what's known as a binomial distribution. There are certain assumptions that we're making, namely each at-bat only has two outcomes. We'll call a hit a success, and if a no-hit is a failure. We're also assuming that each at-bat is independent. In other words, success on the second at-bat doesn't depend on what happened the first at-bat. And we're assuming that the probability of success, namely of a hit, is going to be exactly the same for each at-bat. So those are the basic assumptions. Okay, let's just look at the setup here. Here was the result of our previous calculations, and let's see how we want to compute this binomial distribution values. Well, one way to do it is we can go to the insert function command if you don't know the functions, and you can search for the function, and this would be under a statistical function. And there it is right down here, binomial distribution, and we'll say OK there. And it prompts you through filling in the various values. So first of all, the number of successes, well, that's going to be given as the over in column I here. And the trials, well, each game was 5 at-bats, so we can enter 5 for the number of trials. What about the probability of success? I wish I had had it around on the sheet someplace. I could just click to it. So I'll have to fill it in, 0.280. And then finally, we have to make a decision whether or not we want the cumulative distribution computed or just the point value of the distribution. So I want to set this to false, which means we don't want the cumulative one. All right, so that should give us the value for the first value 0. So we notice here there is the function if I just wanted to literally write it down and fill in the values. And then we can just drag this down through each of the other 5 cases. I can go over and sum up values. Hopefully the sum gives the value 1. Yes, it does. And that's it. So notice that when we would hit the, there's a difference here between the experimental values we calculated in column F and the theoretical ones in column L. If I hit the F9 function key to recalculate things, notice that the experimental values change a little bit, but the theoretical ones stay the same. Well, thanks for stopping by. Look forward to seeing you again.